Regan, a couple of weeks into life here at Barrow. How's it been so far?
Yeah, really good. I think settled into the group really well. It's a nice, easy group to come into. Obviously, it was a quick transition into games. Obviously, trained for a day and then straight into the Tamworth game. Then 2 weeks later, we're starting the season. So yeah, really good start. Really enjoyable. Obviously, a little bit disappointed with the result last week, but I think on the whole, the performance was good. So yeah, nice positive start really.
With the dynamic of the club and also the time that you came in at, does time fly? Does it feel like you've been in more than 2 weeks?
Yeah, definitely. I think, like you said, you're transitioning straight into the start of the season, so there's no time to kind of dwell and have that little settling in period. You've got to come in and try and make an impact straight away with the games. Obviously, they came, like I said, after a day, and then 2 weeks later, we're playing away at Chesterfield at the start of the season. So there's no real time to kind of take a little back seat and kind of reflect on that I'd moved. So it was just literally straight in at the deep end, really.
And obviously, one game in, one competitive game in. How do you reflect on that game?
Probably what I've said to everyone. I think we were disappointed not to get a result from the game. Obviously, the grand scheme of things, that looking back, it was a good performance, but we lost the game on a moment where the header's probably going straight into Will's hands and takes deflection. But I think we put in a really good performance, gave a really good account of ourselves against a team that are going to fancy themselves to be up there at the end of the season. So I think loads of positives to build on, and hopefully a more positive result going into this weekend.
And 9 debuts in that game overall for us as well. To be at this position and to still have that many players, I suppose, getting into life at Barrow, that's really positive to be as you guys are right now.
Yeah, that's probably a big thing coming away from the game. We were obviously 5 people starting, debutants, and obviously 4 coming on as well. So I think that's massive, because obviously things take time in football. It's not just going to click straight away, but I think we showed our levels straight away where we are, considering we've only been together as a group. Obviously some people 6 weeks, 8 weeks, and obviously a couple of us were like 2 weeks or a week. But yeah, it's nice and positive, and obviously as we go forward, things will start to gel and click more, I think.
And for yourself personally as well, must have been a really proud moment to make that first EFL appearance.
Yes, it took a while. I thought it was going to happen a few times before. Obviously we've moved and obviously coming up through the ranks, Huddersfield. But yeah, really proud moment. Obviously something I've kind of strived towards and worked towards, and it took me till 27, but hopefully staying it for a long time now. So.
And personally, playing at this level now, how did it actually feel to come up against a side as good as Chesterfield were?
Yeah, I think obviously I've played against Chesterfield not so long back when they were in the National League, so there was still some similarities, but I just think the physicality of even our own team is massive in this league. Obviously, it's a physical league. You know what you're going to get from most games. A lot of teams don't want to play. It's more based on second balls, physicality. So I knew what I was coming into, so I was well prepared for that, and obviously looking forward to playing loads more games in it.
The National League's obviously getting stronger and stronger each year, it seems like. Is there much of a difference between the National League and League Two in terms of quality?
I wouldn't say so. Massive, obviously, I've only played one game, but going off that, I'd probably say not. It's just more moments, so mistakes get punished more, I'd say. Obviously, we didn't even really make any mistakes leading up to the goal, but it was probably a couple of things that you could class as mistakes that led to the goal. But I think that's where games will be won and lost a lot more this year on moments, as opposed to teams beating teams 3-4-0. It'll be more a case of 1-0s, 2-1s, moments where a mistake happens or a bit of quality from someone. So I think that's where I'll notice a big difference from last year.
And MK up this week, as we know, MK, they like to play football. You come from a very footballing background at Gateshead. Do you see a lot of similarities between those two teams? Yeah,
from what I saw of MK last year, obviously I don't know if they've changed now under the new manager, but we'll be well prepared going into Saturday. Obviously I think we'll go through it all tomorrow, or we've gone through it a bit on the training ground today, and I'm sure we'll be well prepared whether they end up changing the way they play or they go for that football style of play that we're used to. But either way, we'll be ready, and obviously we'll try and put our own stamp on the game as well, with being at home and in front of our own fans for the first time.
Yeah, I mean, 3 home games now on the spin. It must feel like a good chance to try and build some momentum.
Yeah, definitely. Obviously, they're 3 huge games against 3 tough teams, but we'll be prepared for each of them. And like you said, going in front of our own fans, we want to try and put a marker down, make it a bit of a fortress this year, and hopefully 3 positive results this week.
Perfecto. Thank you very much, mate.
Thank you.